Okay, both races are ready, and we should get started shortly. This is pancelor versus ancalagor, both obsidian tier racers. Previous result of this was pancelor 3-0ing ancalagor. So this is a rematch, and that is what is at stake. Some good points for Elo. Anywho, immediate glass staff for both racers. Oh, and Caligor's Leprechaun is running away. We'll just let that go away. Pancelor, meanwhile, getting hit by Spirit and losing the glass staff this early on. We'll just reset. That's pretty rough. Caligor, meanwhile, finding a locked shop. We'll only be able to take magic cheese out of it, but we'll be able to go to 5 full heart containers as a result of that. And oh no. What happened to Pancelor's stream? Yeah, I think it's just down. It's infinitely buffering. Well, that sucks. It's offline now. Not like this. I don't... Is this like early enough for a reset, or... Yeah, Pance's internet has been going down intermittently this season. Caligor pausing for the moment. Alright, and Caligor is calling for a pause. Internet issues. Well, that's a start. I mean, it's better for this stuff to happen early on in a race than near the end of one. I mean, of course it's better to have this not happen at all. But, I mean, what are you gonna do if your internet just goes down? Or it's just iffy? I'm back? Okay, I'm back? That's so weird. Yeah. So, Pants is still offline. I'm gonna see if I can poke him. Thanks, Twitch. Alright, Pants is back online. Oh. Pants is starting and stopping. It's... Yeah, I had the exact same issue that Pants had. It has to be a Twitch thing then. Pants is back now. I'm online, right? Yes, I'm live. Hooray. Everything looks fine now. Math hasn't shown up in the room yet, so I don't know exactly what's happening. This isn't an official pause, so... But, I don't know. It seems like we are just going to continue running this. Ancalagor accidentally opens a VOD. Oh, thanks Twitch. Amazing. Sometimes, I mean, when you actually want to find VODs, it's actually a horrible experience, but then you can just accidentally click on VODs too. Not like this. What is Twitch doing? Okay, Contrabot is... Pancelor is ready, 2 remaining, and Ancalagor is ready, 2 remaining. Well, that's because I think that's happening because the pause wasn't officially called. And if you dot R while a race is in progress, I guess that happens. But we are unofficially continuing. Because that was not an official pause. Nonetheless, it looks like Pancelor has said that they took Boss Shrine and didn't get the best items out of it while stream was down, and Pancelor going down. I think just running into a golem. So, after a pretty eventful start here, hopefully we can just some racing. Yeah, it seems like all of the West Coast Twitch streams just decided to die, or Twitch decided to just not broadcast them, even though OBS says everything's A-okay. And Ancalagor having the space to work now. Finding an Obsidian Rapier in the Zone 3 boss chest. There's already 2 hits off of the heavy glass for Ancalagor. Doesn't need to play too fast with this much of a lead. But still needs to keep pace because on the run back it can definitely be pretty effective. And no more protection for now for Ancalagor. It's definitely gonna be pretty nice to keep that heavy glass alive, but gonna happen. Goo protection will allow ancalagor to just go on through Zone 4 with a bit more peace of mind. 2 extra empty heart containers, so you can just eat the chicken after taking a hit. And doing rapier strats for Fortissimo. Getting all up close and aggressive to the stairs. Checking purple for a heal spell. So, nice amount of health here with the chicken and heal spell, along with all the hearts. But no way to protect it. So, doesn't need to be too concerned, but it is still a concern. And there's a Shriner for ancalagor. Doesn't really need anything out of those. And probably doesn't want to risk killing for a ring that might be subpar. So it should be pretty safe with Blast Helm grenades and shield spell. It likely won't pay off. There's a possibility it could though. Okay, getting hit by a Cursed Wraith for ancalagor. Bit spooky, but shouldn't be too impactful. Picking off a Ring of Protection for ancalagor, so that's a bit of armor. But ideally this shouldn't matter too much. Actually, having the chicken in hand won't really be able to utilize that too well, besides the 2 hearts at the moment. And onto Dead Ringer for ancalagor. And some easy left side scoots. Has Blast Helm and 5 grenades. And also 3 red heart containers thanks to stair heals. Luckily he got hit by the Cursed Wraith. Well, still on pretty healthy. Still pretty healthy, so not too impactful, still managing to hold on to 6 cursed hearts. And 2 hits left for ancalagor. Last hit on the Necrodancer. And there we go. GG's. Finishing with a race room time of 20:32 because No Pause officially came out. But that's about a 10-minute actual time. An in-game time of 9:24. GG's ancalagor taking the first point out of this set. Bit unfortunate with everything that happened at the beginning. anywho, we are ready for our second point of the set. Hopefully, don't have any technical difficulties again. It's not the right time. What? Okay, sure, 5 seconds. Immediate Frost Dagger for both races. So, not a bad pickup. Pancelor will reset, I believe taking a hit there. Ancalagor letting the Leprechaun run away once more. Digs a Leprechaun hole, but the Leprechaun's just gonna continue running. Doesn't properly wrangle the Leprechaun into the hole. And we'll have to spend a bomb, so if there's a tier 2 cracked wall or something that requires a bomb, that might be an issue. Ancalagor taking a quick trapdoor to 1-2 after taking a Torch of Foresight after inside of a Mimic. Pants will take a bit of extra time to knock down this crate. The red dragon will come, and that is a free blood chomp open for Pants. Takes up the luck charm as well, so that's pretty fortuitous. Like, Pants will kill. Transmute tomes. Oh, that's a pretty value transmute. Getting armor, a cheese, and big bombs, but Pants will actually not take those big bombs. Meanwhile, Ancalagor with a flawless Fortissimo fight, checking black for a glass cat. And there's a Conjurer for Pants. Ancalagor, I believe, getting peace out of that. And there's just an Obsidian Cat on 2-1 as well. So Ancalagor will just opt to leave that behind, using an Armadillo to break open this potion room. A very conveniently placed Armadillo there. So manages to nab a free potion. Meanwhile, Pancelor with the purple check, and will obtain a bomb spell out of it. And that is Boots of Pain for Pants. This Obsidian Cat, that is pretty strong. Along with Big Digs for a bit of extra damage. Ancalagor, meanwhile, trying to push through, but seems to be held back a bit by a lack of damage. Meanwhile, Ancalagor doing an Azuma strat, which will be successful. Pancelor facing the bomb will fight Conga in a much more normal way and just wipe out Conga in one hit. And we'll check purple for a heal spell, so finding some pretty good spells out of purple for Pancelor will be pretty nice to have those spells. The shield spell as well, so with 10 bombs in hand, we'll leave back the bomb spell and keep healing and shield spells, so 2 very protective spells. Ancalagor, meanwhile, onto Core Rift 3. Sending a bomb to aggro Core Rift. And we'll just hit Core Rift with the cat twice. Pancelor, meanwhile, up to 8 cookies and 9 bombs, so doing pretty good in both of those counts as Ancalagor with the first purple check is going to be pretty bad. It's a free scroll compared to Pance's bomb spell and then heal spell. That is a little disappointing. So ancalagor with the anti-Pants ring and Pants with the boots. Pain with this Obsidian Cat. Pretty good pairing. Pretty good job weaving around that ogre there for ancalagor, but accidentally taking a telemonkey. It won't be too dangerous and it won't set ancalagor too far behind, but will definitely cost a bit of time. Ancalagor dropping the beat there. Just on Goo with Blade Master. Probably just misinputting more than anything, as both racers are now on the same floor. Both do have a potion, and pancelor is up to 14 cookies and 13 bombs, so is doing very well in both of those regards. And ancalagor is tied on the bombs count, but doesn't have any cookies. However, it does have a potion, so not the most worried about lack of cookies, but still, wouldn't it be cool to have 14 cookies is probably what ancalagor is thinking right now. And Chance is trailing a few beats behind as the heal spell, so hasn't really been taking advantage of many, if any, of the cookies so far. It's a fortnight of cookies, Kappa. Meanwhile, with some little Japanese, Pants is doing something actually pretty standard. And ancalagor will just face tank these bombs. Yeah, an extended shield for Pants. Ancalagor has a bit of a lead here. 2 hits left on the Necrodancer. That's the last hit. Meanwhile, Pants with 3 hits left. Now 2. GG's. Looks like ancalagor finishing with a race from time of 7:59 and Pants finishing 7 seconds later. Pretty close race. Pants sparing no expenses in Dead Ringer. That was a pretty fast, efficient Dead Ringer, which is surprising. But good use out of the anti-Pants ring for ancalagor. And it's a pain, doing quite a bit of work along with the damage up that Pants had, but not quite enough to catch up to ancalagor. This 6-digit seed. One, 2, 5, 3, 9, 2. And both races are ready to go, so we are on our 3rd and final seed of the set. This is a rematch, so the earlier result actually being Pants taking it with the 3-0, I believe, yeah. So ancalagor already winning this set, but has a chance to even up the record. by taking one more. Yeah, that was Windows noises. I was control F'ing and I mistyped Pancelor's name. Feels bad. So, a bit of build divergence to start off. Pancelor taking a base Rapier and ancalagor sticking with the gold staff can definitely line up some meaty gold kills with the staff. And there is Blood Shrine, just right there on 1-2. Pancelor will pick up a Ring of Regeneration. ancalagor very likely will do the same. Taking a peek inside of the shop first, though. And we'll have a pretty nice gold kill onto the red dragon for ancalagor. Gets the leprechaun as well. Some use out of Blood Drum to take out the red dragon for Pants. Two different ways to get infinite damage to take out a red dragon. A nice dodge there from the bounce trap and the yellow headless skeleton for ancalagor. Pants doing a bit of shopping, gonna be able to pick up some lead boots and an obsidian torch. Seeing some pretty aggressive use of this blood drum, but that is made to be because of the Ring of Regeneration. Meanwhile, ancalagor with a flawless on death metal, Pants will flawless as well. Finding a titanium spear. Pants are not going to take that. Will check purple for a transmog spell to instead. And there's a pretty bad food shop. This is almost the worst. If it was an apple, it would be the worst. Nonetheless, Charm of Gluttony is good to have, and ancalagor will be able to pick that up without spending any resources, since can just throw the spear. Pants does not have a throwable weapon, so has to spend a bomb. However, managed to pick up more bombs than ancalagor anyways. ancalagor with a quick swap off to an obsidian flail before going into Fortissimo 2. Meanwhile, in purple, there is a heal spell, and ancalagor definitely wants to pick that up. Actually, it's not too important with regen, but chances are whatever you check in the other chests won't pay off, and that heal spell will likely save more time than it costs to just pick it up. So both racers sticking with the blood drum. A great item to have to be able to go fast, and one that might help you if you ever find yourself with a lack of bombs in the Necrodancer fight. And even if you have enough bombs, you still got an early hit off with it, so somewhat valuable item to hang on to. That's meanwhile moving onward with the base rapier to Deep Blues 3 will have a pretty nice use of Blood Drum there. And transmogging a few times, finding an Obsidian Warhammer, but won't take that. Doesn't have Piercing or Courage, which would make that a pretty strong weapon. It's still kind of pretty solid though, given Pants is still running with just the base rapier. So just having extra damage will be pretty nice. And some super aggressive blood magicking, trying to find something for Pants. We'll find cookies though, so won't be too much of an issue using that much health to blood magic. And spending all of that health from the cookies to just pick up Bits of Pain. And we'll find a map because of it. Yeah, so Warhammer is pretty awful without piercing in Zone 4. And 5 even. But base Rapier is a lack of damage issue. However, these Boots of Pain will more or less alleviate that issue. But if pancelor fully surrounded, like situations like what just happened there, things can get pretty hairy, but handling it very, very well. The rat is definitely helping too. So, pancelor managing to edge a bit of a lead here. Ancalagor having to knock things around with the flail. Definitely not a good Zone 4 weapon due to how many enemies it can snag on. And Pants just taking a spikes hit, be able to take this trapdoor faster. And ancalagor taking a core riff hit to be able to blood drum finish off core riff there. Chance's health is a bit low. Healing 1.5 hearts every floor is very nice, and is pretty much using a lot of the health coming back, and a pretty straightforward dead ringer, just using the blood drum. And finds Blast Home out of a transmute. That is pretty big for Pants. Giving ancalagor has no bombs to use at all, but still does have blood drum, so it's not entirely hopeless. Oh, it has Uprat too, so it doesn't even use blood drum. We'll just use the Uprat strat to push the Necrodancer off for an early first hit. ancalagor, meanwhile, needs to blood drum the entire stage, which will take quite a bit longer and also cost quite a bit of health, taking a hit of the, from the Necrodancer too. And pancelor will take the last race out of this set with a race room time of 8:19. GG's.